What do you think of when you hear the word catfish? Meet Madison Lynn, a small town girl from the Midwest who just wants to be like Jamie Lynn Spears. Growing up curvy certainly came with its own set of struggles, and the societal pressures to be thin weighed heavily on Madison Lynn.
It's not easy being my size.
The world may have seemed fat-phobic on the surface, but when Madison gets on her Ashley Tisdale profile, she puts on her armor with it.
When I'm Ashley, I'm shielded from the cruelties of the outside world.
She got her first taste of catfishing in the 7th grade.
It just felt good to be someone pretty.
And what started as a dicey game of play pretend quickly snowballed into a debilitating catfish addiction, spending up to 6 hours a day catfishing locals on over 10 different fake social media profiles.
I just can't stop.
Madison's been doing the dance of her life, attempting to cover up this mysterious catfish trail. But sis left crumbs, and we followed them all the way to the McDonald's drive-thru.
I really just want to go to Arby's and make a new fake profile while sitting in my car.
Madison wears mini masks. Today, she's Katherine Heigl, and tomorrow, she's Nikki DeMar. With a warped sense of reality, no job, and a new iPhone, Madison's got all the tools in her toolbox to build a catfish infrastructure large enough to deceive thousands.
I make so many fake accounts, I don't even know the goddamn password to half of them.
She may seem like your everyday trollop, but underneath Madison's bright blue eyeshadow lies a cunning catfish.
Why do I love catfishing random people on the internet?
She's recently moved on from catfishing locals to catfishing people like Bella Blumpkin, an up-and-coming TikTok tart.
Hi everyone, I'm Bella Blumpkin. It's nice to meet you.
Catfishing isn't just Madison's hobby, it's Madison's fetish.
I want what I can't have.
But if you seriously think that's all there is to this tale, then you've been smoking more reefer than Madison after her child support hits.
I am so stressed out right now. I just want to go to Popeyes and make a new fake profile using Cameron Diaz's pictures.
All that's done in the dark must come to light. This isn't just anyone's secret, it's Madison's secret.
Everybody catfishes now. It's the end thing.
I feel like catfishing can definitely be an addiction because it's like you get these men's attention and it's like attention that you feel like you can't get with your own photos, which is really sad, but it can be addicting.
I can't believe it's been 10 years since I met Madison. Time sure flies when you're friends with Madison. She wasn't always so mischievous. It all started when I was 15 years old, a freshman in high school to be exact. Madison was a lot like me actually. We had quite a bit in common. We were both outcasts, misunderstood, didn't have any friends, and as a result, we were both in our emo era. Madison and I actually met online through a Facebook live stream of all things. It was actually a live stream for the band Hailstorm. They were on tour promoting their mid-tier new album, and they were doing a live of them performing live, but it was 2015, so the quality was poop and you couldn't even really hear shit. I was leaving comments, interacting in the chat, and Madison saw me, thought that I looked emo. She liked what she seen. Madison had no clue that I was kinda zesty, and we've been good friends ever since. But you see, Madison's gotten more complicated in recent years. I guess we all have. It's safe to say that we've experienced a lot of trauma and a lot of different setbacks in our lives. But even though we are both totally different people now, I still want to be there for Madison. Madison's been there for me more than my own family has been. Madison has a problem though, and it's her crippling addiction to catfishing. It has seriously gotten out of hand. So one of the reasons I actually feel bad for Madison is because she has been absolutely ran through by all these different terrible bad men. And I actually believe that these bad experiences with men is one of the reasons for her catfishing addiction. I have listened to her recount horror stories to me on the phone about these men. Plus, I've actually had some of my own experiences with these men. Not by choice though, believe me. The last thing I would ever want to do is talk to any of the men Madison knows. So I guess we should start with the obvious, her baby daddy. Madison's baby daddy is one of the cheapest men I have ever seen in my entire life. His idea of a fancy date night was going 50-50 at Applebee's. Her baby daddy Duracell does not help Madison a lick with her daughter. The last time I checked, he didn't even have a car seat for her.
Me and my baby dad, Darrell, were together for about a year. I was 17 when we first met and he was 19. I turned 18 in May and was pregnant by August. Yay! Teen pregnancy! Catfish who? No, we needed to be on Teen Mom, okay? While we were together though, it was not a very pleasant relationship. I am a fighter, not necessarily physically, but I have no issue with opening my mouth. While we were together, we fought all the fucking time, arguing and arguing and arguing. That turned into physical. I remember one time I threw a vacuum cleaner at my baby dad because he wouldn't piss off or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember why. I was 8 weeks pregnant when I left. He had put his hands on me while I was pregnant. This is worse than an episode of Maury. Yeah. The breakup was very messy. A lot of threats from the both of us. I wouldn't necessarily say my family threatened him, but they're not gonna let him put his hands on me, especially while I was pregnant. I was now bringing a child into this world, so I was like, yeah, maybe not let my daughter go through this pregnancy getting hit, inside my womb. I left 8 weeks pregnant. He's threatened CPS. He's threatened to harm me. He's threatened to come up to my house starting drama. Crazy baby dad all the way. 2-3 days after we broke up, he's got this fugly looking little girl, I don't know, her name was Rose though, and she's weird as hell. He had her in the bed that I bought that he would not let me come and get. So I was pregnant with his baby, and when we were together, he wanted to buy a PlayStation and I wanted to buy a bed. So I went and bought a bed and he spent his money on a PlayStation. So that shows you what's really more important to him. But you know what? That's fine. Go ahead. Bring Sid from Ice Age on over to your friend's house and fuck her on my mattress. I'm sure you definitely needed that mattress. You're welcome. Rose didn't even know me. She didn't even know that man. But yet she was still in my inbox like, girl, that baby's gonna be calling me mommy. Girl, we broke up 3 days ago and you're with this man. I'm fucking 8 weeks pregnant and you're telling me that this baby's gonna call you mommy? Okay. They broke up after a month. Then he moved in with a girl named Jackie. Jackie was just weird. I hadn't even given birth yet and she was hitting my phone up girl, it's on site, it's on site. Who the fuck are you, Jackie? After Jackie, he moves in with Bad May. And Bad May has been here ever since. I don't know what I would prefer. I don't know if I would rather him hop from girl to girl or stay with Bad May for 4 years. Bad May has gotten so much worse over the last couple years. I could understand where the beef was in the beginning, but now we're 4 years in and I don't understand why she has a problem with me. She's very insecure and she really wants to be me. My baby dad just finds me lookalikes on and on and on. Rose looks like she could have been a crackhead version of me. Jackie looked like the fucking trailer trash version of me. And Bad May, God, she tries to be me so hard. She wants to make my kid hers. She even forces my kid to call her Mama Megan. Mama May? What? Why are you forcing my child to try to be yours just because you didn't have yours? She's clearly mad that he had a baby on her. He got me pregnant and then got with her, and I don't know what to tell her. Get over it. Bad May cannot make my child hers just because she's insecure in her relationship. In the beginning, she threatened me so much. She was like, oh, just wait till that baby drop. I got you. Like, goodness gracious. She runs her mouth and just never stops. So for the last 4 years, I have dealt with insecure relationship from her, insecurities of herself. My baby dad has cheated on her, God, probably 4 or 5 times. And the reason I know this is because after 3 years of beefing, we finally tried to like one another because we're here. There's really no reason. It's just like, well, you're here, so you're gonna have something to do with my kid, whether I like it or not. Bad May just wants to be in control, and unfortunately for her, this is not a situation that she can control because me and my child's father has nothing to do with Bad May. You know how to do my child's hair, but you're not mommy or daddy. Essentially, you're nobody. When it comes down to business, let mommy and daddy handle that. It's like going to your parents' work Christmas party. You know, your parents go to work and you just show up to the Christmas party, okay? Simple as that. Bad May needs to learn her place. So I think she's just really insecure because she knows that her boyfriend has cheated on her multiple times. Now she's scared that she is going to get cheated on again by his own baby mama. She is super scared that he is gonna fuck me. There was one time back when I was with Bad Tay Tay Baby. She had called me. I was laying in bed super sick, and I had asked Tay Tay Baby to let my baby dad inside to get his daughter, you know? They were just downstairs fiddle farting the fuck around about some stupid cartoon, anime, Dragon Ball Z, whatever the fuck they wanted to talk about, and they were down there for a long time, and it was just so stupid, whatever they were talking about. I just didn't give 2 shits about. But Megan, she calls my phone, and she's like, where's my fiance? Girl, I don't know. I've been in bed. I'm sick. And I hang up on her. It's like, girl, don't be calling my phone looking for my baby dad. He's with my child. The fuck? So that is really weird to me. That's how I know you're insecure and worried that he's fucking me. Because why are you calling my phone? Call him. Call him. That is your man, baby. Get over it. I have not fucked this man in like 4 years, okay? So what would make you think after 4 years I'm just gonna pop it out for him, okay? I'm not. A couple weeks after the cheating scandal goes on, she pops up engaged. Can you imagine why? Now, you get caught cheating and then a couple weeks later you're engaged? Are you guys connecting the dots the same way that I am? Because it doesn't take an Albert Einstein to figure it out.
I think the next man that we should talk about is Tay Tay Baby. Oh god, don't even get me started on Tay Tay Baby. So Tay Tay Baby was a man that Madison started bringing around about 2 years ago. Tay Tay Baby was the first man that wanted to be serious with Madison in a while. But it's not for the reasons that you're probably thinking. Well, unless you were thinking he was just using her to stay rent-free in her income-based housing, which in that case, it's exactly what you were thinking. I realized pretty quickly into their relationship that Tay Tay Baby was just using Madison to stay in her income-based housing. Madison kept asking Tay Tay when he was going to get a job, and Tay Tay was always like really weird about the subject. Like she'd be like, when are you getting a job, Tay Tay Baby? And he would be like, oh, Taco Bell is begging to hire me. I'm gonna be working at Taco Bell any day now. A day would go by, a week would go by, 6 months would go by, and still no job for Tay Tay Baby. You know what Tay Tay was doing? Watching cartoons all day. No, seriously. Like he would spend the entire day just watching cartoons in Madison's income-based housing. She would call me, and in the background, all I would hear was like Family Guy and American Dad. It was super suspicious. And if that isn't bad enough, to make matters even worse, then we find out that Tay Tay Baby actually gave Madison herpes.
Tay Tay Baby might have given me an STD while living rent-free in my income-based housing. I did find something a little bit off on his little pee-pee. Meanwhile, we're waiting for the results to come back Fingers crossed.
You know, Madison and me, we began to get more comfortable around each other. She even let me in on a little secret about her herpes, her STDs. She didn't even tell Brayden at first, and we weren't even close, but she was already like telling me all of this information that I didn't ask to hear. And she said, you know, I really want to tell you something. I don't feel comfortable telling Brayden yet. And I was like, oh my God, what is it, girl? And she was like, well, I got herpes from Tay Tay Baby. And I was like, you mean your boyfriend with the small ween? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, don't worry, I won't tell Brayden. I literally told Brayden the same day because I don't keep any secrets from Brayden.
So then, fast forward another 6 months, Madison gets her weight loss surgery. And Tay Tay would like not help Madison at all. You couldn't even get this man to wash a fucking dish.
Tay Tay Baby did not help me a lick after my surgery, so I had to kick his deadbeat ass out of my income-based housing.
I feel bad that Madison got herpes from Tay. Also, Tay Tay didn't seem to have a phone because, you know, why would he? So he was using one of Madison's old phones, you know? And Madison actually found a ton of pictures of Tay Tay and his herpes PP on her spare phone. So then Tay Tay started putting his hands on Madison after her weight loss surgery, and Madison was getting really scared because this man was dangerous. So Madison actually ended up having to call the police multiple times on Tay Tay just to get him out of her income-based housing. He was totally like squatting in Madison's income-based housing, and the police kept telling her that he like had squatter's rights now because he had been squatting there for so long. Some people. Madison was actually risking her income-based housing just to support Tay. I mean, it was totally against the rules to have him there. And so that was Tay. Did I mention that Madison was also smoking indoors in her income-based housing and that she got herpes from Tay? Herpes is so bad. I hope I never get herpes whenever I'm having unprotected sex on Grindr. Do you think that you can get herpes from that? Let me know in the comments. This season on Madison's Secret.
Why do I love catfishing random people on the internet? Like, it's a real concern.
Aunt Stacy and Madison Lynn. Y'all just sound like you live in a trailer park with them names.
Madison.
I think Madison just wants to ruin my life.
I'm like, hey, and who the fuck is that?
It's gonna be a binge.
She's in her 20s and she can't wipe her own goddamn poopy eyes.
I don't have any feeling in my knees.
You're gonna want to sit down for this.